What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're just gonna sit back, relax, chat about what just happened in 2021, some of my plans for the new year, and I actually have a mini Q&A over on the community tab. That's where I'll be taking questions from. First off, I want to just say thank you to everyone who watches my videos, likes, comments, shares, whatever you do. If you show up in live streams, just a huge thank you. I guess I'll start on the reflection part of things. Like 2021, going into 2021, I feel like everyone was like, this is the year, 2020 is finally over. This is going to be the year that, like, you know, we're back to some sort of normalcy. That wasn't the case. Obviously, we're still like in the thick of the pandemic and things like that. So, you know, besides all of that, I did start the year off, I feel like, on a weird note. Like there were some personal things going on in my life where, I don't know, it just wasn't great mental health wise, but I was still pushing on as a creator. And, you know, I had a bunch of things going on, but also I had that voice in the back of my head that said, man, this might be it. 2020 might have been a fluke. Like you might have just got your clout from Animal Crossing and then you'll go on your way. But actually it was pretty much the complete opposite. We grew even more as a channel. You know, revenue wise, this is my full-time job, but revenue wise, like it was even better than 2020. And I don't know, I just feel like this year was like the best year for me as a creator because I saw obstacles. I made plans to kind of, you know, keep people interested in it. I think it really worked out. Listen, I'm not the channel that's going to get 5 million views a video or anything like that, but you know, I feel like I do a good enough job. We have a great community here, and I was really proud about this past year. Animal Crossing, it was really interesting, you know, covering Animal Crossing this year, because as you guys know, like you guys, even if you don't cover it, you're still fans of it. So, you know, you either watched my videos or stayed up to date on news and things like that. And it was really an up and down year. Like it started with a bang and we got so many updates for the game. And myself, like, I thought that this was going to be a crazy year. Like, you know, the 2.0 update that we just got, I thought that was going to be all year for this game. But it wasn't. You know, we got the Mario update, we got Sanrio stuff. It started out really good. And then we had that long period of just nothing. And that right there set apart a lot of different channels and like made me think of, how am I gonna keep these people entertained? And for me, it was like introducing the seasons. You know, we did the jungle season, then we did Halloween and things like that. But that dry spell made me really, you know, think about YouTube as something like, can I do this as a career? Can I do this full time? Because my channel right now, I realize this, it is very reliant on one game and one game only. So I did make some changes, and next year I still have those concerns. Like, if I'm being honest, I still have those concerns, but I feel like I'm better prepared to just not really worry about it. And not even that, it's just like create content that doesn't rely so much on Nintendo and Animal Crossing. We'll get to that more because you guys of course have questions and you want to know. So yeah, it was just an up and down year. And then, you know, the 2.0 update that came out was just amazing. That was so amazing. We have that documented, us reacting to it when it came out. You know, we were reacting to it. I believe we were the first ones to play it because I was like accidentally, you know, I was streaming and I was going to end and then the game updated and I'm like, okay, so I don't know. I feel like I was one of the first and we all experienced to get it together and it was just so magical. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to sit through the Q&As and, you know, find the answers that way, 2022, I think, is going to be much of the same for me. I am still going to cover Animal Crossing. I think it's almost like an even worse move to just pivot right away and for me to start covering other games. Like, I have to realize my entire channel, everyone likes Animal Crossing. So why change from that? I don't ever want to get into a situation though where it becomes super stale and I'm just sort of milking it. I don't want to ever be that. So if I'm not enjoying it and more importantly you guys aren't enjoying it, then I will pivot and do other things. But for now, Animal Crossing, I still love it. I still haven't experienced, I feel like I've experienced like half of the 2.0 update so far. So yeah, we are going to be building our Las Vegas island. I'm super excited for that. I have so many ideas. It's going to be challenging, but yeah, I feel like, can we all do this, by the way? Next year, which is in a day, can we just, if you're starting a new island, can we just challenge ourselves? Can we just do that weird theme that you would never think of doing? Like Vegas for me, I chose that theme before the 2.0 update, but now I feel like it's a little easier. Before it would have been super hard. So yeah, Las Vegas 2022, end of January, we're going to be starting that. I also have some other things cooking up. I did start a second channel, which is in the description. That is more of a personal vlog channel. At the moment, I am documenting my moving process. I'm still in the middle of moving. So I am documenting that, and that channel I will put more of a focus on. That's not saying that this channel won't get love. It's just, I'm going to focus more on that channel. I want to build that up. And my ultimate goal for that channel is to get another plaque. Cause this year we got our 100K plaque. I would love to get another one for that channel. And that would, I think, be even more special because that channel really doesn't have any hype. Like I'm creating 100% of that channel's hype. So that would be a huge accomplishment. But yeah, go subscribe to that channel, see what I'm up to. I'm actually filming tomorrow for that channel. More moving stuff, more, vlogging, day in the life type stuff. But I'm super excited. That channel is going to become something like cooking, vlogging. It's going to be everything I don't think is appropriate for this channel. It's still going to be family friendly, not like that, but just stuff that I would never include on this channel just because it wouldn't make sense. This channel is going to stay Nintendo, Animal Crossing, gaming. And then the other channel, I have a bit more freedom. Also, I am going to, not right away, but I am going to experiment on Twitch again. I feel like Twitch is not a dead platform for me. I can't put all my eggs in one basket. So Twitch will come back. It's going to be kind of like the second channel, but a Twitch version where I can play anything. It doesn't have to be Animal Crossing. It could be Animal Crossing, but it might be, some meme games or funny things. But yeah, Twitch will be coming back. Just, I don't know when. So just stay with me. Stay with me. And then some of my other goals, you're actually seeing them right now. I absolutely hate where I film. I hate it. I'm a bigger channel and I feel like my backdrops and my presentation in general is like fair. And it should be at a higher level. Like I should be investing more in making sets. So that's definitely something I want to work on. I also want to work on new channel art. I'm going to keep my logo and things like that, but I want like new stream art and new emotes. I always change my emotes, but like new emotes, new channel art, just make everything seem fresh and new. And I think like the new year is a good excuse to do that. And then, in my personal life, I'd like to be healthier, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go over that, but like your normal New Year's things. The new apartment that I'm moving to actually has like a gym there and like different things like that. So it's a good excuse. The new year is always a good excuse to like be better and try more. And then by March you're like, okay, whatever. No, but I'm going to keep doing that. And then 2022, you may see more of this on my channel. I just want to be open with you guys. Sponsorships. I've never really, this year was like the most I've ever done with sponsorships. We had the Story of Seasons one. We have the Gamer Sups one, which every stream, of course, I bring it up. And then we recently had the HelloFresh one. I am actually in talks with 4 or 5 more. And that's just the beginning. Like, I feel like sponsorships are super important. And as a creator, I got to be more mindful of that. Just to be open with you, I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars because I don't know like what I'm doing still. So I'm getting better at that. So you might see more sponsored content. It's never going to be content that it's never going to be sponsors that I don't believe in. You'll never see me doing like a weight loss thing or I don't know, just like random things that wouldn't make sense for me. Like, I feel like everything I've done so far makes sense with like who I am and what products I would like to show you guys. So that trend will continue, but basically that's like all that's changing. We're going to still do Animal Crossing. I will be covering major Nintendo games that come out. Pokemon Arceus, that's going to be one. We got the Kirby games, Splatoon 3, Breath of the Wild 2. Next year is actually looking like a really, really good year. So all the major games we will be covering. So before we get to the Q&A, let me know in the comments, besides whatever comment you're going to leave, let me know what you would like to see from this channel or the second channel. and just let me know. But let's go to the Q&A. I asked you guys over in the community tab to ask me questions. I also asked you to vote on questions you wanted me to answer the most. I haven't really looked at these, so let's get started with the first one. All right, so the first one is from Kiki, who says, I want to know what you would have done differently with the 2.0 update if you were a developer. What would you keep the same? This is a great one. What would I do differently with the 2.0 update? I absolutely love the 2.0 update. I think it is pretty great. It's not flawless. It's not perfect. Okay, hear me out. I don't think I've talked much about this before. My biggest change would actually come from Harv's Island. All right. Harv's Island, of course, now, you know, the NPCs are at, and it's cute. We can pay the gyroids or the Harvoids. I don't even know what they're called. We can pay them 100K, and we have permanent shops on the island. I think that would have been a start for me. If I was designing this 2.0 update, that would have been a start, okay? Recruiting NPCs, making it more of like a thriving island. I wouldn't have stopped there though. I think that the potential for Harv's Island to almost mimic the Happy Home Island or even our islands, that would have been great. Because then we could have possibly recruited more NPCs, built up bigger shops, things like that. Because like, if you go there now, it's a cute aesthetic, like camper, like in a campground or whatever. But it would have been cool to, you know, maybe they mixed it in with Happy Home to make that a big city with like more shops and maybe a bigger Nook shop or something like that. So I think Harv's Island still feels incomplete. It's a whole lot better than what it was, but it still feels limited. And it's the only sort of place in the game that feels limited. You know, everything else, they use the island to like make it feel like it's complete, but Harv's Island still feels limited. There's fences and things like that. And I just think a bigger city would have been fantastic. Also, bulk crafting, things like that. And yeah, that was always weird. That was always weird. Hope says, what is your favorite stream moment of 2021? Good or hilariously bad? My favorite stream moments, I think I said them already, is the 2.0 stuff. I mean, reacting to the Animal Crossing 2.0 update was legendary. That, like, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. You can go to any channel and it is a legendary reaction. Like our expectations were so low. We were like, oh, this is going to be Brewster and Brewster only. I even predicted that we would get 15 minutes of Brewster, like 10 to 15 minutes of Brewster. Brewster was a minute of that presentation. They gave us everything. I know looking back now, there's a ton that we can change, and I just gave you my change, but the 2.0 reaction was amazing. And also, yeah, when the 2.0 update, like we accidentally, it accidentally updated to the 2.0 update was amazing. That was so great. Another one that I think is underrated, it was around the time when the end of the summer fireworks happened, and we got the fireworks and things like that. And someone in the chat said, Pat, there's new Halloween items. I have never left so fast in my life. And we saw all of the Halloween items, the new tree, the basket. That was so memorable to me. And like, those are the moments, like streams are just so amazing. Actually, this is a good place to kind of go on a little tangent. Next year for live streams, I think live streaming is going to be a bigger part of my channel going forward. Obviously I've done the most live streaming I've ever done. But I want to do more events. I want to do more live streaming events, whether it's a charity event, whether it's like a subathon. I know those aren't as common on YouTube. I want to have these big, long events with like end goals and things like that. And it just makes it more rewarding, and it could create these types of moments that we're talking about. So that's a great question. Tenacious says, what are your plans for after Animal Crossing? Do you want to stay more focused on Nintendo games? Do you ever see yourself branching out into different types of games? I love watching people play horror games. Any chance that will ever happen? Possibly on Twitch? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Like I said, Animal Crossing, like I can't rely on Animal Crossing forever. I do need to sort of change it up. Like I said, I mean, we're gonna be covering all the newest Animal Crossing games, and we might spend a few streams on Pokemon and Kirby and things like that. One of my biggest problems with this year is I would start streaming a new game, and I would get discouraged by like the numbers or discouraged by not a lot of interaction, and I would just drop it. You know, we did Mario Golf. I think we did 1 stream of that. Pokemon Snap, we did like 2 or 3. Story of Seasons, we did like 1 or 2. Like, I need to invest more into different games. I'm just scared. I don't know. I know that I have confidence in you guys, like the members and, you know, people that show up a lot, but it is scary just changing the game. Cause like whenever you play a different game, everyone's like, are you done with Animal Crossing? When are you coming back to Animal? Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But yeah, I would like to pivot. Twitch is going to be the biggest place for that, but YouTube will be all the new and exciting Nintendo games. Sydney says, I know you are planning a Vegas themed island at the moment, but do you have any other island themes you like but aren't using? And do you plan on doing another island after the Vegas one? Yes, there will be another island after the Vegas one. So I actually have 3 themes that I was going to do. Now, I did pick the Vegas theme pre 2.0 update. Maybe I should have waited. I don't know. But the 3 themes, feel free to steal them, by the way. The first one was going to be a Forgotten Forest type thing. And I know Forest Core and Forest Islands are very basic, but there are so many new like ruin items and like building sightings that I really feel like a abandoned forest could be really cool with like abandoned buildings, graffiti, things like that, chain link fences. Like, it could be very cool. So that was one. Another one was a small town like fishing village. That was one that I was, as soon as I saw the yachts and some of the fishing items, like that one would be really, really cool. Make like big docks and put all the yachts on them and make like little cottages and fishing huts and things like that. I thought that would be cool. And then the last one is obvious. Medieval. I would love to do castles and giant fields where there's like battles and things like that. So yeah, those are the 3 that really come to mind. But yes, there will be an island after Vegas. I want to say this though, Vegas, I'm going to put so much time into. I feel like, well, the Jungle Island, I felt pretty good. It was complete because I decorated my house and things like that. But the Halloween Island and the Christmas Island, they're a little rough. They weren't 100% complete. Vegas will be 100% complete. We're also going to be doing Vegas themed content like game shows and things like I have a whole bunch of ideas. I can't wait for that, but thank you. Mason says, going into 2022, what is your greatest fear and hope for the channel? My greatest fear is always the same. It's like completely dying out and no one watching my stuff. That's really not a fear anymore. I feel like I have a good group of people here where no matter what I would put out, it's going to get decent viewership and interaction. But yeah, just Animal Crossing dying out is a huge fear of mine. What was the last part? Oh, and hope for the channel. I hope that there is something next year that boosts the channel again. Like 2.0 was that for me. Halloween was that for me this year again. So yeah, I just hope that there's an event or something viral that happens that boosts the channel and just continues to grow and grow. So yeah, short answer, but there we go. DJ says, do you plan on being active on YouTube until the next Animal Crossing? You're doing content on the next AC game, right? DJ, yes. Even if by some weird chance I just quit YouTube, the next Animal Crossing comes out, your boy is jumping on board. Yeah, I do plan on it. I actually don't think that the next Animal Crossing is as far away as people are leading on. We gotta remember this, okay? Animal Crossing has been around for 20 years, 20 plus years. This is the first game that had that viral moment, that global sensation moment. So Nintendo's going to capitalize on that. Whether it's a spin-off game, whether it's a new game entirely, I don't think it's 7 years away. I don't really think it's 7-8 years away. I think it's closer than we think. So yes, the next Animal Crossing, guys, you are going to see the most amazing coverage for screenshots, new character reactions. I will do so much pre-content that by the time the game comes out, we're good. I'm so excited to see what they do next. I hope they go in more of the customization route. But yeah, I will be covering it for sure. Savage Gamer says, what is your favorite game of 2021? That's a great question. I just want to say this. I have gotten into gaming so much more this year than last year. Like 2020 was just Animal Crossing. There was a few things in the beginning of the year, like in 2020 that I played, but it was just Animal Crossing. This year, you know, Story of Seasons was good. My favorite game of 2021 was actually Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap. I thought that was an amazing game. I had fun with the Diamond and Pearl remakes this year. And even currently I'm playing like little indie games on the eShop. Like I feel like it was a good year. Mario Party, things like that. So yeah, I'm always excited for new games. I feel like this next year is going to be even better. But yeah, my game of the year, I would say, is new Pokemon Snap. It was just beautiful. It was what little Pat would want. Okay. Little 10-year-old Pat. If you would have told him, hey, make the next Pokemon Snap game, it would have been that. It was that good. All right, this will probably be the last question I'm going to answer. This is a really deep one. This is a good one. Dove says, if you could give advice, anything at all about life, what would it be? Oh man, this is a good one. Yeah, in all seriousness, I would say that just keep on like following what you love to do. Follow your passions. Make time for your hobbies and interests and things like that. For me anyway, you know, YouTube wasn't always the easiest thing to do. Now it's my full-time job, but before I was working 50, 60 hours a week, squeezing in like 4 or 5 hours to film and edit and still upload videos. And I always stayed hungry. I always stayed motivated. I didn't know if I would ever get to do this full-time, but I always made time for my passions. Even if I missed out on some things, like always perfect your craft. You know what I'm saying? Never settle. That's pretty much like always, you know, do what you want. Like, don't think about it too much. Like go for things, you know? Cause like the worst thing that could happen is you fail and then you pick up the pieces and do it again or do something else. So yeah, I'm a big believer in that. Just like go after what you want and, you know, manifest things. Like it definitely does work. It does work. But that's all I got to say, guys. That is the Q&A. And just again, a huge thank you. If you made it this far in the video, put, Truffles sucks. No, what should I do, babe? That was a bad one. All right. If you made it this far in the video, damn it. What should I say? All right, if you made it this far in the video, this is going to be a throwback to some older NintenTalk content. If you made it this far into the video, at the end of your comment, put Tee-hee, okay? Teehee, all right? That was the throwback to an old bunny video, old day in the life video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited about next year, and nothing major is going to change. I just want to stay more focused, make my set look better, and, you know, just ride the wave. That's all we're doing here. So thank you again, guys. I hope you have a fantastic new year, and I will see you very soon. Peace out.